Yeah. Say hello. Say hello. Yeah. This is Mabel Jane. She is 5 months. She wants to stick her nose inside of my mouth. But it has been 2 months since my last video. I've done plenty of shorts where she's been inside of them. She's such a good girl. Yes, she is. She's such a good girl. Puppy craziness is over. I mean, she's still right there. She's right behind me. I'm like her person, like she follows me everywhere. But like I said, it has been 2 months since my last video. Things are changing right now, and they are changing like big time. I'm trying to find the most good angle for the particular video in question. So, what's going on? That's the fun part, isn't it? So let me take you by the hand and walk you on it. I am trying to be serious here, and she doesn't want to let me record. She is demanding all of the attention right now. 2 weeks from now, I will be seeing a bariatric consultant for weight loss surgery. This is something that is pretty big. If you've seen any of my previous videos, you know before April, I was on a weight loss journey with the assistance of a GLP-1. And if you followed that journey, you know that I had some uncomfortable side effects that went with it. And I stopped. So after April up until now, I gained roughly 30 to 40 pounds. I'm not sure what my weight is today. The last time I was at the doctor, I was like 235. And my weight has been steadily rising. And my primary care provider, after taking me off the GLP-1 because of health issues, determined that the next course of action to continue with my weight loss and to keep me from getting back up to 300 pounds was to talk to a surgeon. So that's what I'm getting ready to do in like 2 weeks. And my little sister, she's already in the process. The doctor that I'm going to be talking to is one she's already talked to. He's going to be the one who will do her surgery. And I know from her and from like some of the classwork she brought back that from the point of being accepted into the program up to the point when you're basically getting on the table to go under the knife, there is a 6 months where you're doing checkups one-on-one with a surgeon. You're doing nutrition counseling, you're doing lifestyle hack counseling, you're getting lessons about like anatomy and the body and stuff like that, as well as a mandatory psych eval. And depending on how severe your psych, like your mental health is, you might have 1 or 2 appointments. And I'm looking at this, like as when my PCP had told me that the next step in my own particular weight loss journey would be consulting a specialist for bariatric surgery, I wasn't entirely thrilled. Because, you know, I was willing to do like a shot every week, even though I hate needles, but I am willing to consult the doctor. I am willing to do that, especially if it means getting further. However, if I'm going to do something that drastic, I need to put all the steps in place ahead of time. And so with that in mind, me and my little sister, we were talking. It's like, if we're going to do something like this, we might as well put in all the work. So going back to the gym, me focusing more on drinking water because I am atrocious at it, stopping with the Coke, eating more mindfully, limiting our sugar intake, all the things that we should have been doing anyway. Like we were doing, and then we kind of fell off because of depression and health issues. And like, she went through surgery. She had her uterus scraped out. I had surgery on my arm. You can somewhat see the scar in this lighting. And so, like, I want to spend these next 6 months really dialing in, going to the gym 2 to 3 times a week, trying to get more steps in, focusing on, not drinking the Coke and finding other methods of coping with the bad skills, like turning to food and drinks for when I am depressed or if I'm struggling. Like, there is so much that's going on, and I want to put my best foot forward as soon as possible. And maybe once I hit that 6-month point, maybe I will lose enough weight between now and then where the surgery will not be necessary. But I won't know until I put the work in. All we know is that my weight is continuously going up. And so, like, I want to try everything I possibly can before committing to going under a knife. And so, like, just like the process of getting into the gym for the very first day, because we've had one day in the gym. It was Friday. It was last Friday, the 17th. Today is Monday, so when this video comes out, it will be a Tuesday. But Thursday night, I was talking with my older sister, Heather, and she's been going to the gym 5 days a week for like a month. And she was talking about new German medicine and the connection between, like, events in our lives and our mental health that affects our physical health. And like, there is so much to that conversation that I can't even really begin to cover it in a short video. But she was talking about that, how she was struggling to lose weight despite, being moderately active, eating mostly a clean diet, and, getting like sleep and all these other things. Like, with all the things she was doing, she should be at a healthy weight, but she wasn't. And she was going through the German new medicine, and she started implementing some of the changes that was recommended, and the weight started coming off. And one of the things, like I told her, is that me and Darian, we are getting ready to like reinstate either our gym membership at the center where we go, or going into the gym here in our town. And that's a 45-minute difference in the drive. Heather is like, come to the gym with me. And so we both decided that, going to the gym up in the center, it's a 45-minute drive, like I said, would be better, because not only do we have access to the weight room, we have access to the cardio room, we have access to a track, we have access to a pool, and all of the classes that the gym offers. So we get all of that for a small fee versus half of that for roughly the same thing that we would get here in town. So, like, overall, it makes sense. We go for our first thing. We go on a Friday. We get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. I get up more like 4:45. Like, get up at 5, feeding my puppy, having my own breakfast, getting dressed. We're out by like 5:45 in the morning, close to 6. We get to the gym probably about 6:30. We spend 25 minutes on the treadmill, and then we do lower body workout with my older sister. It hurt like a bitch. Like, I kid you not. Like, I was astounded by how much I hurt the next day when I had like zero muscle fatigue in previous workouts that I did on my own, just using the regular machines at the gym. Maybe I was doing them wrong. I don't know. Like, but what Heather had us doing, like, both Darian and I, we were sore the next day. We were sore 2 days later. It's been like 3 days, I think. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah. We're on the 3rd day after. It's Monday. We are still sore. Like, not as bad as we were the last 2 days. We intended to go this morning, but I started a new dose of my medication last night, and it knocked me out, and I was not up in time for it. But we're planning to try to go to the gym a couple of times a week, do our treadmill, and try to get our steps in, and like, no Coke. Like, that's our plan for right now. And like I said, I don't really want to keep these videos too long. I just want to kind of keep them short, to the point. Don't want to take up too much time. But I do want to definitely like record these next 6 months and really dial in and like just have fun and really try to make the best change I possibly can. So until the next video, bye.